Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold episode. On today's episode, as you could tell by the title and the thumbnail, I am just going to be showcasing some duels that I had against some top tier decks using Darklord Despia. Yeah, this deck's pretty fun. I haven't changed this since the video I posted about it, or since the most recent streams where I've played it. But if I were to change it, I'd maybe change the hand trap lineup. I don't know. I don't know. I'd probably add like Allure, triple Allure, and 2 Imperm to make it 45, maybe. But in all honesty, I mean, this has worked. Also, Super Poly hasn't been great, but it's been kind of nice from time to time. I might cut that as well. But other than that, I mean, this is Darklord Despia. It's pretty simple. I've showcased this a lot through streams and through YouTube videos, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. We are playing the DPE package with DPE, Verte, Dasher, Celestial, and Fusion Destiny, so keep that in mind. But other notable things, 1 branded in red and 1 theater. Both of them are nice, and realistically, you want to have both on your side of the field going into your opponent's turn. So yeah, that's why we're playing them. Realistically, I'd also want to play more branded in red. I think this card's absolutely crazy. You can just add a card to your hand from the graveyard, like an Aluber, for example, or you can fusion summon using it. So there you go. Anyway, let's hop into the duels and see how this goes. Alright, so here we are in our first duel, and we drew Harpies, and pretty much full combo. Okay, Maxi comes down. Okay, we do have to play around that. However, I am actually going to chain to the Maxi, the branded opening, to just special summon the Aluber. Did I need to do this? No. Did I? Yes. Why? I don't actually have an answer for you. I end up searching out the Superbia because it is the best target to send off of, or to send for the fusion summon of the first Darklord. So, that's what we're going for here. We're going to go for Tragedy here. They're actually going to Skullmeister it, which is funny, because the reason that I chainlink this the way that I do is because if Ash Blossom comes down, I'd much rather get the Aluber search than the Tragedy search, but in this one instance, it would be better to do it the other way around, which is kind of interesting. So they're going to Skullmeister our Tragedy, no search there, which means we can't go into the first Darklord. However, we still get the branded in red, and we do get to fusion summon. So we are going to fusion summon into our Masquerade. We're going to set the branded in red and pass. They do get the draw off of the Maxi, but with branded in red and the Masquerade, it's pretty nice. And we see that we're playing up against Eldlich, so this Harpy's Feather Duster is going to be beautiful. They're going to keep paying for stuff. They're already down to 2,000, and they've only activated 3 things. Pretty nice. They're going to go for Eldlich here, and they are going to take out the Field Spell, which is not the greatest. I know why they did that, but also probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, that's all. Just shouldn't have done that. You're going to pay too much. And then here, instead of sending the Cursed Eldland, they instead send the Hakero that they just set. Don't know why that's the case. This could have sent a Hakero, which, you know, there you go. You still get the land into, or sorry, not the land, the Elixir into rotation. So, don't know why you didn't do that, but sure. They bring out their Golden Lord, and before they go to the battle phase, I am going to fusion here using Tragedy, using branded in red, grabbing back Tragedy to go for Q here. Despia Queritus is going to allow us to put this guy to 0, which means that we can't be attacked over. Also, we get a free search here, which is very nice, and we grab up the Aluber. They're going to set their 1 card during the end phase and pass the turn. So we know there's 2 back row that we have to play through, but we do have Harpies, so that's pretty nice. So I'm going to go for the Harpies Feather Duster here, and they Solemn Judgment it. This is the end of the game. They paid half of their life points, and now they die. So I'm going to activate Q here. They're going to chain, for some reason, their Eldlich. I think they realize that they're dead. Or they have no idea what Q does. Anyway, I'm not even going to normal the Aluber. I'm just going to attack right in and kill them because I wanted to. Alright, so here we are actually going second, but I drew Maxi. So, we'll see how this goes. They're going to normal Moye and reveal Blackout. Okay, so we do need to play around Blackout. I'm going to activate my Maxi here. And it's going to get called by. No called by. Okay, fantastic. Alright, let's see how this goes. They're going to special summon. They are going to go into Chi Xiao here. I'm going to... Or sorry, they're going to add Summit. Then they are going to activate their Long One here. They are going to special summon out the Long One and the token. And I have just drawn beautifully. Just beautiful draws. They're going to go for their Baron de Fleur. And I'm going to draw another Max C. Fantastic. 2 set cards and pass. This is actually looking pretty scary for us. And Nibiru right on time. I'm going to activate my Banishment first to see if it fetches out a negate. It doesn't. Fantastic. Okay. Ixchel, no negate. Interesting. I'm going to activate Fusion Destiny. Again, trying to fetch out a negate. The reason I'm activating the things that I am is because I want to try and get this Baron to negate something. Come on. Negate something. Alright, no negate. They're going to activate their Chi Xiao. I'm going to chain in response my DPE. They're going to chain Imperm. Okay, well, looks like I'm not going to be able to play the game. Alright, sounds good. I'm going to set one other card and send 2 cards to the graveyard. Now, you might be like, SnowiKs, why did you send cards to the graveyard? And to that I say, 1, I forgot to set them. But 2, Blackout's also a thing. Blackout specifically requires you to target 2 cards in order to destroy them. So, I don't want them targeting back row. That's not going to do anything anyway. When they could target a Tragedy, pop the Tragedy, as well as popping DPE to allow us to at least get something off of the destructions, right? That's the idea. Make sense? Makes sense. They're going to activate Summit to go for the Moye. I'm going to activate my Maxi because, hey, I got another Maxi. They're going to reveal this really weird Swordsoul card, Chunjun. This card basically means if you're battling a special summon monster from the extra deck, you win damage count, or you win battle. But you can also tribute a monster to special summon it, and if it's sent to the graveyard, you could target a card on the field or in the graveyard and banish it. That's it. So it's actually pretty good. It's not crazy, but it's pretty good. They're going to go for another Chi Xiao. Now, I'm sure that some of you knew this, but I'm sure some of you didn't. Both of this card's effects are mutually exclusive. So, you can only use 1 Chi Xiao effect per turn and only once that turn. Meaning, since they are going to be using their search effect, they do not get to negate. Meaning, they now have Blackout, Baron, that's it. We have Nibiru in hand and DPE. All we need to do is force out the Baron negate with our DPE, and we should be fine. So at this point, I'm just waiting for them to commit to anything else. And down comes the Long One. I am going to chain here the DPE just to get it off of the board if I can. So they are going to negate with the Baron. Fantastic. They have to negate that, by the way. So they are going to special summon out the Long One and the token. And I'm going to activate my Nibiru here, as well as my DPE, obviously. Now, everything goes away. Bye-bye. Also, this only uses face-up monsters, meaning this card is still safe. However, they have Ecclesia in their hand, which means they can still go for a level 10 here, which is exactly what they do. They go for the Cheng Ying. We draw a Harpies, which is very funny. And they end up banishing our DPE. However, we have activated DPE's effect, which means that we are going to have to special summon, basically. So they go to the battle phase. They are going to attack into our Nib and just pass the turn. So we have Blackout, which they can actually use because this card can protect itself. And then it can also banish. But because we have Harpies, we can try and just get it out of there. We're going to special summon the Dasher because highest attack points, pretty simple. They actually activate the Blackout here. I understand why they do this. Realistically, they should not have done this the way that they did. Because this is a, I believe, yeah, you can only use this effect once per turn. So, if it would be destroyed, you can banish a card, that's fine. But you can only banish a card from the field and grave if they're, one, are targets, but two, if you haven't already used it that turn. So, them activating it here is just, it doesn't do anything. They do end up protecting, but yeah, I think it would have been better just to, well, I guess, I don't know. They were put in a tricky situation. Anyway, doesn't matter. We drew the field spell, so we're going to go for the first Darklord. And then we go Tragedy effect, Dramaturg effect, and Ad Libitum effect, all in sequence. And guess who we're getting back? That's right, it's your boy, DPE. He's back! We're going to search out the third Aluber, because it's funny. Then we're going to activate Contact, and I forgot that my Superbia was banished. So, I just have to bring back the Ixchel. Anyway, we're going to activate Ixchel, draw 2 more. I'm going to normal summon the Dramaturg in order to add, or sorry, Aluber in order to add the Branded Opening. Then I'm going to search out the Morning Star because I'm going to link off of these 3 for a Nightmare Unicorn. I have plenty of cards to discard, so I'm just going to discard a card. We're going to shuffle that guy away, and at this point, the game is over. The game. Alright, so this one I'm actually playing a slightly different deck. I'm playing just pure Despia, so it's a lot more of the Despia cards. But I going first, drew a going second hand. You'll love to see it. But we should be able to make this work. I see the Ibli come down, and I go, okay, let's chain Maxi, and it goes through. So, alright, sounds good. We're going to draw Aluber, and then they're going to activate the Ibli to special summon it to our side of the field, and now we are locked into Link monsters, which means this Nibiru actually doesn't do anything. However, I have Ash Blossom to hopefully stop the Signet Mining, and hopefully that does something. But yeah, we are literally, we cannot activate Nibiru at this point. Of course I draw Celestial, because why wouldn't I? They're going to go for Code Talker here. Then they were going to link off with Code Radiator into Transcode Talker. Then they were going to activate the Transcode Talker in order to go and bring back the Code Talker. Now, this hand's not the greatest. However, all we need to do is normal summon anything. And now we can make ourselves a Verte. So, it's all good. It's fine. We're fine. I'm actually going to activate the effect of Verte in order to Fusion Summon. Now, I'm dumb, because I activate this before activating the Theater, or Fusion Destiny, or anything like that. And, I forget that this locks you out of special summoning monsters for the rest of the turn. So there's that. But, with Q, we should be good enough. I'm going to add the Ad Libitum to the hand. I'm also going to change this to dark because it's funny. And then I'm going to change everything to 0, activate the field spell, and then proceed to battle. Now, Cyberse Synchron prevents this card from being destroyed by battle, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. We also have Super Polymerization, Ash Blossom, and Nibiru, so we should be fine. They're going to go for their Cyberse Gadget to bring back another one of the, to bring out the Cyberse Converter. Then they are going to link into Decode Talker. And, because we have a Super Polymerization set, I can link off all, fusion off all 3 of these monsters. The Decode Talker, the Converter, and the Q, in order to go for a Proskenion. They're going to attack into us, and during the second main phase, we're going to steal their Transcode Talker. At this point, the game is over. Even though I did blunder pretty hard there, we're still able to win. We're going to go for Masquerade with the Fusion. We're going to use the Ad Libitum to bring back the Despia Q, and then we are going to activate Fusion Destiny. This also plays around Nibiru, but most importantly, it's just like the best play. So we're going to attack in, burn them for a bit, as well as activate the Masquerade, because they are going to get a token. We're going to attack into the token, and then we are going to deal lethal damage. Cool game. So that's basically it. I just kind of wanted to show you guys some of the duels that I've been having, and since I couldn't really stream today due to internet issues, I figured, hey, let's show you what's happened. So yeah, that's basically it. Hope that you guys did indeed enjoy. If you did, a like is very much appreciated, and if you want to check out more content like this, as well as more Yu-Gi-Oh, then just be sure to subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye.